Your boy looks a little lost out there.
Oh, he'll be fine. Expectations are crazy low. If he puts two sentences together without crying, the press is going to say he's doing surprisingly well. And if he falls to pieces, he's going to look sympathetic. It's a win-win. So do you have any idea how long this is going to take?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the event we are doing tonight, which is a city council candidate debate that we're going to start now. I'm Pert Hapley.
And I am legendary newswoman Joan Calamezzo, newly single. It's time for opening statements.
I am Fester Trim. Many of you know me as the man who sells you your guns at the Gunbelievable Gun Emporium. Woo! I want to tell you about my idea for assault rifle vending machines.
You might be thinking, what does an adult film star know about politics? Well, I produced and starred in over 400 adult films this year alone. Woo! Thank you. And just like Leslie, I know what it's like to be the only woman in a room full of men.
I am Manrico de la Rosa. I believe animals are as important as people. And if elected, I will fight for them as if they are my own children.
I am Leslie Knope. I love this town, and I've worked my whole life to make it great. I believe that I've earned your vote. Bobby Newport believes he can buy it. And maybe that's because he's never earned anything his entire life.
That hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings. You're supposed to be this positive person. Can't we just talk about things we like?
Well said. Just a reminder to our candidates to keep it civil. Looking at you, Leslie.
It's okay, Joan. I'm okay. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. God. I guess I want to do a good job because I like it when people think I do a good job. And I want your vote because I want Pawnee and my dad to see what I'm made of. So let's do this. The wrecking crew. We let you guys in. Hey, Jason.
He's back.
This question about public safety comes from Twitter because apparently that's something that happens now. At Munchmeat 2015 asks, Pawnee used to be safe. Someone stole my car. What will you do to make Pawnee safe, and can you help me find my car?
I can assure you, if you had a gun mounted on the dashboard which automatically shot people trying to break into it, you would still have your car.
You know, I guess I would like to tell Mr. Munchmeat that I think that stinks that happened to him. You know, one time a guy stole some downhill skis out of my Jeep, and I was so mad, I punched a mailbox. I'm against crime, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Leslie Knope. This question is about Pawnee's park system. Why is Ramsett Park so filthy and awful?
It's difficult to get into the complicated problems with Ramsett Park in such a short amount of time.
You have 20 seconds.
Oh my God, okay. I will say that the parks in Pawnee
I do have an update on your time allotment, and that update is that your time is almost gone.
I have no more time left?
Well, you had some time when I started talking, but by the time I finished, your time was up. Thank you very much.
She's off her game.
She's fine.
Mr. Newport, rebuttal.
I know this. If something is dirty, we should clean it up. Let's start there, right? You know, I had this cleaning lady named Yolanda who was very wise. She basically raised me. And one day she said, "Little Bobby, I'm not gonna clean your room no mas." And from that day on, my room was gross. Really bummed me out. I think we should make our parks look like my room after Yolanda finally, gave in and cleaned it up for me.
If I may, Joan, that's a very sweet story, Bobby, but not all of us have Yolandas who can clean up our room for us. Some of us believe that you need to roll up your sleeves and do the hard work yourself.
I'd just like to say that, like Leslie, I don't have people do my work for me. Leslie and I do our work ourselves. My work, of course, is having sex with men and women on camera.
Once again, Brandy and Leslie are essentially the same person.
Ben, he's winning. How is he winning? Everything he's saying is nonsense, and he's fooling them.
You're doing fine.
I need to go back on the attack.
No. See, okay, when you attacked, you kind of came off like a bully, and he looked sympathetic. So, you did a really good job of easing off.
Leslie, this is fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, there's no reason on earth that I could think of that we shouldn't have concussion grenades in our nation's movie theaters.
By the year 2013, we will have a fully functional mall on Jupiter.
Sure, I agree that movies should be more faithful to the books that they are based on, but what does that have to do with this election?
All my movies are based on books.
And anyone who even rubs their hands on a leather jacket should be tried for murder.
I'm an American. My father is an American. My mother is an American. My godfather is the viceroy of the Principality of Liechtenstein.
Once again. People. Grenade launcher.
Daniel Craig. No. Timothy Dalton.
I was in favor of closing the Borders bookstore, not the border to Mexico.
I guess my thoughts on abortion are, let's just all have a good time.
I don't care about that issue. Just ask someone else.
For the record, I'd appear in a film with any of my fellow candidates.
Anteaters.
Kill shot.
Money shot.
Fudgicles.
Let's spend our money on what matters. Police, fire, parks, and schools.
After a rough start, your girl's doing okay.
I think she's doing a little better than okay. Or did you miss the applause she got on the raccoon safety question?
Oh, no, that was great. That probably pulled her even with Bobby.
I can't believe you're so casual about this. Don't you even want to win the debate?
Oh, we're gonna win the debate. Got an ace in the hole. Little surprisey-wisey.
What?
Oh, you'll see. Hey, quick question. Does that guy Chris Traeger have a girlfriend? And is his penis normal?
Stop talking.
This last question before the break is for Mr. Newport. Some, not me, have criticized your involvement with your father's candy company, Sweetums. Would your affiliation with big business affect your decisions as a city councilor?
I want to run this town like a business. My opponent, Leslie Knope, has a very anti-business agenda. Recently, my dad told me that if Leslie Knope wins the election, they'll probably have to move Sweetums to Mexico. That would be terrible, of course. Thousands of people in this town would lose their jobs, and we all wouldn't have candy. Now, I'm not saying that is going to happen, but I do know this. If I win, I bet I could get them to stay.
Wow, shocking stuff. We're going to be back with our closing statements right after a word from our sponsor, Sweetums, Pawnee's biggest supplier of candy and jobs. Stick around.
So Sweetums is gonna move to Mexico if Bobby doesn't win? How could they do that to this town? What a crappy stunt to pull.
1 minute back.
What do? I think we attack him. He's more confident now. I have to attack him.
And say what? We didn't plan for this. What would you even say?
I don't know. I'll figure it out as I'm saying it. Just let me attack him. I want to attack him.
No, it's too risky. Just go with the closing statement we rehearsed. Add a line at the end about how you're pro-business, and we'll deal with the fallout tomorrow, okay? What? What's the matter with you?
I can do it. I can crush him. I promise.
Screw it. Go get him.
Really?
Kick his ass.
I'm very angry. I'm angry that Bobby Newport would hold this town hostage and threaten to leave if you don't give him what he wants. It's despicable. Corporations are not allowed to dictate what a city needs. That power belongs to the people. Bobby Newport and his daddy would like you to think it belongs to them. I love this town. And when you love something, you don't threaten it. You don't punish it. You fight for it. You take care of it. You put it first. As your city councilor, I will make sure that no one takes advantage of Pawnee. If I seem too passionate, it's because I care. And if I come on strong, it's because I feel strongly. And if I push too hard, it's because things aren't moving fast enough. This is my home. You are my family. And I promise you, I'm not going anywhere.
Holy Leslie, that was awesome.
Was I too mean?
No, you were perfect.
Leslie! Oh, amazing! Thank you! Hey, how's the spin room?
It was a lot. We'll talk about it.
Woo! We did it! We did it!
Oh my God, I was so nervous, but we completely got through it. I haven't felt this good since I scored that lacrosse goal at state. Seriously, hey, party at my dad's lake house. Bring whoever you want.